What is up, Grace Empire staff? I got another word for you today. This is something I just read, like not half an hour ago, and it brought a big smile to my face because I remember the first time I read this. When I was younger, when I was in high school, I thought, I'm going to join a band, okay? I had delusions of grandeur that I could sing super good and be in a band, okay? But unfortunately, I am no Chris Lippert, okay? So I didn't do that very well. I'm not very good at the guitar and stuff. But I thought, if I joined a band, what would I name my band, okay? Even in my younger days, I wanted to coin everything and label everything and logo everything, okay? And the name that I came up with, and this is really cheesy now, but I wanted to call it Gamaliel's Advice, okay? It's very 90s-esque, okay? Like 10 shekel shirt, you know, that kind of like jars of clay feel, okay? So I wanted to call it Gamaliel's Advice. And hold on here. The reason I wanted to call it that was because I like what Gamaliel, he was a chief Pharisee in the Sanhedrin, had to say, a very well honored, recognized teacher. So what's happening here, it's in Acts chapter 5. If you guys want to read it, you can read Acts chapter 5, starting from verse 17. So the apostles are healing people. People are still coming to Christ. They're furious at them, obviously, because they keep teaching about the good news, and they are threatening to kill him. They even want to put him to death. And they're about to do that because Peter gets all in their face, and they're like, we are giving you strict orders not to preach the gospel anymore. And then Peter's like, I gotta obey God rather than men, and blah blah blah, and he like tells it to their face, and then they get mad, okay? And then they're going to do something to them, put him in prison, kill him or something. And then a Pharisee named Gamaliel kind of steps in, okay? And I think he gives some really wise advice here, and I want to share that advice with you. Starting from verse 33, it says this: when they heard this, the Pharisees, the Sanhedrin, when they heard this, and this is after Peter had dropped the mic on them, when they heard this, they were furious. They wanted to put them, the disciples, to death. But a Pharisee named Gamaliel, a teacher of the law who was honored by all the people, stood up in the Sanhedrin and ordered that the men he put outside for a little while. Then he addressed them, Men of Israel, consider carefully what you intend to do to these men. Some time ago, Theudas, I think that's how you say his name, Theudas appeared claiming to be somebody, and about 400 men rallied to him. He was killed and all his followers were dispersed. And it all came to nothing. After him, Judas the Galilean appeared in the days of the census and led a band of people in revolt. He too was killed and all his followers were scattered. Therefore, this is the thing, in the present case I advise you, leave these men alone. Let them go. For if their purpose or activity is of human origin, it will fail. I'll read that again. If their purpose or activity is of human origin, it will fail. But if it is from God, you will not be able to stop these men. You will find yourself fighting against God. And then again, Gamaliel persuaded them. What great, that's really wise advice, right? If your purpose, guys, if whatever your God's calling you to do is from God, God will fulfill it. Okay? Nobody can stop you. No one can get in the way because it's God propelling and guiding you. If your purpose or activity is of human origin, it's just going to fail. It's going to go nowhere. But if it's from God, it's going to go everywhere. So I smile because, again, Grace Empire, we're starting a church, right? I know, guys, this is from God. I know it. And I know it, so I know that this won't fail. God's given it to us. But if it is of human origin, if we've messed it up, mucked it up, and made it about ourselves, then God, let it fail. I want to create a good church. I want to create a church for people to receive Jesus Christ, for people to feel loved, hear the gospel, get compelled, get excited about church, really come to an intimate relationship with Jesus. That's what I want. it. So I smile. You should smile. If you guys are pursuing something and it is of God, feel confident in it, because God's got your back, okay? If it's not, then hey, let's rethink what we're doing and get up back on track to what God is doing for us. So anyways, that's today's Fresh Bread. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. It's been good. So yeah, peace out. Bye.